convinced that we will destroy, unfortunately, a lot of employment. Just think of self-guided cars and all the drivers losing their jobs. Let's look at the bank employees and so on.
If you're left behind, you're facing something far worse, which is to be completely irrelevant. They won't even need you as a serf or as a slave.
Type of money that can only be spent for a specific number of reasons. And some worry about that state control or whatever, but like in this particular narrow use case, you want to give checks to individuals to get the economy moving again. Yeah. So if you think of programmable money that expires if you don't spend it.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go, but clearly we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Inform your friends and family and spread all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. The New World Order book is going to show you how the world really works. And it's definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. I told you at the beginning of the year, in the first quarter of 2022, we was going to have an event that was going to bring us down. And then also in the fourth quarter, we would have an event that would bring us down. That's exactly what happened. And now I'm going to tell you, in the first quarter, we're going to have an event that's going to bring us down in 2023. And then also in the fourth quarter of 2023, we're going to have another main event. Now, of course, guys, the markets are still going to be pumping and dumping until they get ready to pull the full rug. But I'll let you know when that's about to happen. Now, also, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 kids books. It's time to get re-educated. And also, much love to those who donate to the Cash Shop and Patreon. And in my Patreon, I keep you up to date with the New World Order events. Also, I give you the New World Order cryptos in the Patreon. Of course, you have to do your own research. But this next bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure that you have the cryptos that have utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And we have Bitcoin and crypto flat right now. Pulled back overnight. But remember, guys, on the weekend, we're the only game in town. And like I stated this week, I definitely see a pullback before the Fed meeting, and after the Fed meeting, another pullback. We know when Jerome is in the house, they like the markets to at least look decent to keep the attention off the Fed. But guys, do not forget to pay attention to the actual indicators. We had yield rates on Friday slightly up, but still down. We had the dollar slightly up, but still has had a big pullback. Volume tether USDC. And then, of course, guys, we have the Fed. Repo over $2 trillion. Remember, they're going to be running off this balance sheet, and all the central banks, the major ones, are going to be doing the same thing at the same time. Why? Because they have to destroy this legacy market in order to give the fourth industrial revolution rise. So we have the Fed and the ECB is going to be raising rates February 1st. The Bank of England is February 2nd. So I see the Fed raising February and March and then pausing and then running off the balance sheet for the rest of the year. Because remember, the ECB and the BOE probably will still be raising rates. But running off the balance sheet is just like raising rates. And then on top of it, don't forget, guys, these rates are going to stay there. They're not pulling back until next year. And then, of course, guys, we have higher wages. We have the 15% tax on the corporations. So we clearly see how they're going to destroy majority of these small businesses. It's not about the corporations, because these big corporations have plenty of money sitting on the sidelines. That's the reason why they can continue on doing buybacks and dividends. I went over in a video yesterday. I've been over it time and time again. These corporations can withstand a bad 5 years if it took that long. But 1 or 2 years is not going to hurt them, because these corporations are too big anyway. They're monopolies. And unfortunately, this year and next year, we're going to see even more consolidation. And we know the NWO causes the problem, wait for the reaction, and run in with the solution. And guys, we know the robots, algorithms, and drones are about to take over this economy. The writing is definitely on the wall. Now we have the Fed denies the application by custodial bank. And that should not surprise anyone, of course. But basically, one of the reasons says that it has untested crypto activities. Now, guys, do not forget about Grayscale, sitting about $20.148 billion. And we have the SEC probes investment advisors over crypto custody. So we see custody as the next thing for Gary Gensler to attack. Now, getting over into a little crypto news. And the movie continues, guys. We have the DOJ sinks to ban the bank man from the app Signal after he allegedly used the app to influence a witness. And we have the bank man seeks the right to transfer FTX crypto. And yes, guys, you heard that correct. Someone who's under investigation for fraud, and we clearly know he committed fraud, wants access to the money that he stole. Yes, it's unbelievable, but guys, remember, this whole thing is a movie. Get your popcorn, sit back, relax, and let it play out. And we have CZ from Binance says traditional players reducing exposure can have an impact on crypto in the future. And is this correct? No, it is not. Because we know that the big banks and big corporations are not reducing its exposure to crypto. They've been funding it from the beginning. And CZ knows this. And we know that Binance is going to be starring in the next movie. Now we have the real use cases of crypto. We have Oxhead Alpha teams up with Tezos. The California DMV to digitize card title management system via Tezos. And guys, we know everything is going to be tokenized and put on blockchain. And lastly, guys, we have the Biden administration puts out a roadmap to mitigate cryptocurrency risk. And guys, we know what this is really saying. They're putting out a roadmap so cryptocurrencies are able to take over the new economy. Bitcoin and crypto only have a $1 trillion market cap. Guys, we was just at about $700 billion. There's no reason for the White House to talk about this space if it wasn't a plan for something bigger. Remember, Apple has a $2 trillion market cap. We know this is all a setup for the fourth industrial revolution, digitizing this whole economy. Remember, blockchain gives the NWO the all-seeing eye. Stable coins, CBDCs, give the Fed even more power. Programmable money, telling you what, where, and when and how to buy, and you only have 3 to 6 months to spend it or poof, it's gone. Remember, the NWO caused the problem. Wait for the reaction and run in with the solution. The solution that they already had 10 years ago. And we saw them create the problem in phases. And you guys know I've been over it time and time again. When the C word came, I told you it was something bigger. And we saw it was the transformation, the start of this new digital economy. So they printed all this money, let people sit at home, caused the inflation, therefore that allowed them to raise rates. So therefore they can put the people out of work. So while they're doing this, they're testing the new system, bringing in Zoom, where everybody's sitting at home and everything was working, but people didn't realize that Zoom was 11 years old. The technology was already ready. So now that they've done the test, now they're ready to implement and build the fourth industrial revolution, where we're going to see people back at home. Now they'll be getting free money, but it's going to be airdrop, no cost to the government. And that's how it's going to be sold. And we know the masses are going to fall for it. They want the free money. But we know there's no such thing as free when it comes to NWO. What's the price? That's right, your freedom. The sheep are going to be going inside the metaverse. And guys, you know, when it comes to the crypto teacher, I give you the truth, nothing but the truth. Yes, the truth hurts, but it sets you free. But when I give you the truth, you hate me. Remember, my people perish from the lack of knowledge because they reject it. The knowledge is there, guys. Only thing you have to do is wake up out of your sleep. And if you're out of your sleep, touch your neighbor. Yes, all neighbors are not smart. I live around a lot of neighbors that are not smart at all. But the fact is, I still give the message. I still send a subliminal message, hopefully waking them out of your sleep. And guys, that is your job if you're not asleep. Spread the videos, wake the masses, because if not, you'll be going in the metaverse too. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the New World Order, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books, Crypto Teacher, and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, if new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance, do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get on stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know, I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.